It's good evening from me, Joff, Motorhome Adventures. We are back again in my van. Today, anybody that's been following this ongoing story with us, what is happening? Well, the mirror problem. So what I thought I was going to be doing today was actually doing a documentation on changing the mirror, but as it goes, I didn't have a lot of time to actually set up the cameras and stuff to do a really good documentation that I was planning on doing. So in the meantime, I've just done the job earlier today. It's got a little bit dark now, and I wanted to try and get the job done in the daylight. So the job is completed, and if anybody is thinking about changing the mirror, it's not a bad job. So I was just going to talk you through what I actually did today to show you how pretty easy it is, to be honest. So just as a brief little guide. So this has obviously got the Remis blinds, and as you can see, I've got my silver screens on, so they come, these silver screens are designed for the Remis blinds, so that actually is a little bit wider there to compensate for the blind cassette. So up the top there, in behind there, is a little Remis plug that pops out, and you can just pop that out with a screwdriver. What I'll actually do, just to show you where that plug is, I'll just undo the door and peel that up. Just under there is the Remis plug, so that needs removing. In behind that plug is a little screw that you take that out, and basically down the bottom of the cassette, around this kind of area, there's a locating grommet, should I say, peg. There's a peg that just, all you do is pull the top of the cassette out, just literally pull the cassette out, and with that screw removed, it will come inwards and you can lift it away and pull it out of the little locating grommet at the bottom, which peg, so then it's totally easy removed. The next thing that I did was undone the control panel for the electric windows and the control for the mirror adjustment, and that just literally, it's a screwdriver and pries out. You take it out, there are two wire connectors in there that you have to access, but with this Remis blind removed, in behind that there are four torque T40 torque screws that need removing. You can remove them, and that is what holds the complete mirror in position. There is a little kind of peg thing. There's some good, to be honest, there is a few good videos on YouTube, so I'm just gonna literally tell you what I did, and it's pretty easy to achieve. And with them screws removed, you can I didn't actually, the wires, undone both the wires, and just fed them through and took it away, just literally removed the whole mirror. So the only thing that I needed was which was not damaged, I salvaged the original outside air temperature little plug that's just a length of wire with a plug on, and that sits in your new mirror unit. So I managed to salvage that, because the mirror that I actually purchased didn't actually come with that. So if that does get damaged, you need to buy a mirror with that in, so you won't get the outside temperature on your dashboard. But anyway, it was pretty straightforward, to be honest. No issues whatsoever, and we're back to square one. You know, it's just one of them things. It was a bit of a, it was just the wrong time for me to have that with what has been happening. It just sort of yeah, just sort of pay to the that weekend a little bit, really. But like I say, it was one of them that's now looking, I knew, yeah, it's a mirror, it just cost you, and it's one of them. Anyway, back to the current situation with us. How are we feeling? We're not feeling too bad, to be honest. We're feeling pretty good. We're kind of feeling we're in that position where me and Caroline have like talked about the situation with this van, and basically so this has been a 5-year roller coaster ride with the Bursner. We've had some absolutely incredible trips. It's been amazing. It's the vehicle that's like transported us to some amazing places. We've had a incredible time, and yeah, we're just sort of starting to well, we're on the last video. I'm sort of but I want to thank everybody that's commented. We've had loads of people comment and send us pictures of your vans. Gareth in particular, you got a great Heimer, Gareth. I must admit, it looks amazing. The Mercedes-Benz, you know what we think about Mercedes-Benz. We've had like loads of like real sort of like positive comments. Are we just sort of ready? If you are using kind of vehicles like we kind of like use them, do you need to, how often do you need to update? What do you think, guys? You know, a lot of people, we know people back in the old days, we knew people with cars and they would be getting a new car. Some people would be like changing their cars every year, every 2 years, every 3 years, every 4. There's sort of different. And if you kind of are into your vehicles and obviously the manufacturers are trying to tempt you, this one here, the automatic 6-speed gearbox, and then it went to the 9-speed. They're just kind of like tempting, it went to 140 instead of the 130. They're just kind of like tempting you on to make that kind of change and doing like facelifts. I know the Ducato now has been at a slight facelift, obviously on the front a little bit with a different grille and stuff like that. We've had lots and lots of people. Hi Joff, I'm just going to read one off that springs to mind. We have a 6.4 meter Swift Carrera 132 panel van and absolutely love it. Fiat based though, in brackets, because they know how we were kind of like almost feeling about the Fiat. And up until the time we had a little, these issues and stuff with the ECU, it'd been absolutely brilliant. And when the going is good, you just do not even consider that, makes and stuff. 12 months ago now, and yes, we've had teething problems. Yes, there are compromises to be made, but it's great for the two of us. I don't think the perfect van exists. It's just what suits your needs best at the time. We all have different priorities. Best of luck with your decision makings. Oh, if money was no object, it would actually be a Malibu for him. Carthago Malibu. Going on down comments, reliability is a lottery with any vehicle, and yeah, I was quite surprised actually with Coral, a guy that we met once. Coral, we met you once in the dark in the back lanes of Somerset, and it looks like you've ended up with a little Adria Compact DL and little narrow body, no problem squeezing your stuff in, any excuse to take less and only take essentials. Endless amounts of people with different views. My view is, in a way, people kind of like see the interior of here, and don't get me wrong, the layout is pretty good, although I probably mentioned it in the other video, we very rarely kind of move the table around after all these years, 5 years. There's like certain things you just sort of do, and that it was like, this table moves all over the place, and then you just don't even move it all over the place. What is that? And yeah, I like trying to provide solutions a little bit. Let's see how we can get in this vehicle and, you know, try and make it as user kind of friendly. There's all the mod cons you can get inside your motorhomes these days. Furnishings, you know what we're like with our furnishings. You know, if you get the right furnishings, the right kind of light to make it feel like warm, and as long as it is warm, it just makes such a pleasant environment to actually spend time, you know. And like I say, we just don't know whether, so tomorrow we're actually going to look at a couple of van conversions, and we're going to have to be like delving right in and shutting blinds, getting the lights on, shutting everything up, getting the feel. And we've always kind of like, that's how we've like done it. But so we'll see what maps out tomorrow, and we'll let you know with the ongoing story. It's just kind of, you know, is there, you know, just like another like direction that we need, you know. Life is short. We need to, you know, maybe have a change of scenery now and again. We sort of did it with like motorcycles, you know. You sort of, you get sort of like into a certain brand and you never look at anything else. You get kind of like blinkered. That's the word we're looking for, like blinkered, and so maybe. We've got a little bit blinkered sometimes, and occasionally when you start, wow, that's an amazing idea. That's a great idea. That is like, what could we do with that? What is them advantages and disadvantages? Yeah, everybody is saying to us, obviously, the corridor up through the middle, because you're going to just sort of lose that little bit of the width. Obviously, the width of the van is going to be a bit like narrow, but we will see what happens and endeavour to keep you updated. But whatever we do, yeah, we don't know. So, yeah, just got to that little stage. But yeah, we've literally been, me and Caroline have been like talking about this all week, and it is not only with us, it's like hobby, passion, lifestyle, you know. Do you know what I mean? That is literally, I think that's going to be my new mantra. You know, people are saying, Joff, you can't have a van conversions and call it Mo Hotel Adventures when you're a motorhome based. But hey guys, it's almost like a motor van, a motor van conversion, motor van, I don't know. Motorhome, it is a motorhome, and it's got an engine and it looks like a home on the back. Let's narrow it down a bit. We'll see what maps out. It's got a, you know, we love that kind of good feel, you know, although I'm always sat up the front, you know. Caroline's normally back here. It's only when I'm sort of like doing a bit of a vlog, when we're sort of like, you know, just sort of, you know, and then that's about the only time I sort of like sit in a different position. I'm normally sat up the front of the van looking at the windows and stuff, but we've never looked out the back. We've never looked out the back, so that is kind of a little bit exciting. The garage, I was saying, we're sort of always looking at these things. Our garage, you know, we have never had it, so there's a fair bit of space in there, and it's never obviously been that space has never completely been filled. So is there like wasted space in there where, you know, we can maybe get a bit more headroom from the beds? This is what we're going to find out. It's all things like that. Oh, one thing I was going to actually mention, a lot of people were going, oh, you're not joining the whoosh bang brigade. If you know what we're talking about, is the sliding door on the side. Whoosh, boom, whoosh, boom. And I would kind of be, there is soft closing door systems available now, just for the record. So if you don't want that, I think the Mercedes offers a close, dunk, soft close. So I think, yeah, with I think there's electric one, something like that on the Mercedes. But yeah, So there is loads of different options. So thanks for watching this video, guys, and always drop us a comment. And if you do get that mirror problem, don't be too scared to pursue the job yourself and try and save a little bit more money to spend on your next motorhome or van conversion, whatever takes your fancy. So I'm going to leave the video there, guys. Thanks for watching. Little tiny bit of banter for Friday night post our visit tomorrow to have a look at some van conversions. The drama continues. See you soon.